barrio, avísale, di barrio. My father abandoned the family when we were 3 years old. The only legacy he left us was a pile of bills and a bunch of empty bottles of booze in the trash can. My mother would work several jobs, just to make sure that myself and my little sister did not become part of a system. She taught us that the most important thing in life is family, that you protect it and respect it and don't abuse the privilege. So it was tough. I make a joke that we were so poor that if somebody broke in our house and robbed us, we would have robbed him. That's how poor we were. Well, what happened was, I was 9 years old, and my mother remarried, and she married a hardworking guy, but the guy was abusive. And he used to beat on me till I was black and blue, and I was just a little guy, right? What was I gonna do? So when I got old enough, I ran away. And I started running out with gangs, doing some bad things, and many of those things I'm not so proud of today. And life was rough, being involved in gangs is like looking for love in all the wrong places. A few years later, I made my last drug deal that went bad, and what happened was I delivered some drugs, and I was going to do the pickup for the money. So I gave them the drugs, and then when I was getting ready to leave with the money, they pulled the gun out, and they pulled the gun to my head and they told me, say goodnight. And they pulled the trigger, but it was a misfire. So I tackle the guy to the floor, and I jump out the window, and I'm running down the street to my car, screaming, God, if you let me live, I'll sin no more. And that was a turning point in my life, because I got home and my grandfather saw me bleeding with glass. I was all cut up, I was scared, and heart was pounding out of my chest, and he asked me what happened. I told him. He told me I needed to get out of there. I was going to end up dead or in prison, or best case, I'd been dead in factory job. So I went back and got my GED, and I joined the military. Looking back, I think that the Army not only changed my life, it saved my life. And it not only made me a man, but it made me a better man. So I learned a lot from the military, and all those principles that I learned there gave me those building blocks I needed for business, and I applied them to my business when I got out.